A rectangle.
Okay, make it into a rectangle. So you've got a little play bit here for the animals when they escape, which they often do. As you can see, there's a turkey over here who is on the loose. Got a viewer, got 3 viewers. How long until a comment? 7 viewers. Well done, Jazz. Kelly Robinson first comment says hi. Rachel Clay says hey. That rhymes. Jessica, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Oh, and she's made it into a rectangle. Wait, Jess, let us see the rectangle. It's like a frame. Jessica, you're picture perfect.
We can put the queen on there.
Yeah, we can put the queen in your frame that you've created. I think we'd have to ask the queen first if she'd like to be in the frame you've created, but she'll probably say yes.
Yeah, we could take a photo of her.
Claire Bond says hiya. Andrew Rhodes says hey. William John Williams says hi, guys. Sharon Hutton says hello, everyone. William John Williams, you actually sent a load of stars the other day, but you sent it when the live had already ended. So I didn't have the chance to thank you. But thank you, William, for all of them stars. Much appreciated. So yeah, you sent like 400 or something. So thank you for that. Sharon Hutton says hello, everyone. Helen Brooks says hello from Leeds. What, Jess?
400 got donated from.
Yeah.
400, I remember.
Jessica remembers. The North remembers.
We'll never remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder Season.
Do you know any more of the song?
No.
Oh.
Oscar actually told me that because
Oh. Well, at least you remember the 5th. Do you remember what happened on the 5th of November?
Yeah.
What happened?
So they put the gunpowder in the thing. That's what it was. And then the house exploded.
I don't think the Houses of Parliament actually exploded. I think they nearly did. But I'm pretty sure that they were caught out.
Don't interrupt me.
Yeah, but you're spreading false facts. Or alternative facts, if you will. Or just fake news. Either way, we won't be having any of it on the official Animal Farm Adventure Park live streams.
Ah!
She's got a sword. She's got a sword.
It's actually called a snake, but yeah.
Oh, it's actually called a snake. I'm sorry, Jess. We will be seeing the snakes later on in this video. It's going to be a reptile video, but there's also going to be some other cute animals first, such as these little piggies. Oh, you can see my shadow. Leah Harris says hi, Braden and Jess. Tim Bond says hi. Jasmine Bauer says hi. Mark Anthony Davis says hi. Leanne Oatley says hi, Braden and Jess. Rebecca Owen says it won't let us watch. What do you mean it won't let us watch? Surely you're watching right now if you're commenting. Or are you able to like comment but not actually see the video? I don't see why it wouldn't let you see the video. Maybe poor connectivity on your end or poor connectivity on our end. Not sure.
They're not connecting to the internet.
The house Wi-Fi is really, really weak. So on my Zoom calls and that I've been doing for school, or Microsoft Teams calls, to try and do my virtual school, it's been lagging quite a lot, which has been quite annoying. Crystal Griffin says, hey guys. Oh, Jess, what are you doing now? She's become a warrior. Oh, you're turning it into an aeroplane. Yes, yeah, I want to get up close to the pig, but it's just got my shadow in the way.
Wait, I just remembered how to do it.
DBN Scott Milton says, hello, Braden and Jess. Samantha Blackmore says, is your mum and Oscar not there today? No. They're at,
In the video.
yeah, they're at home, just having a bit of a chillax. So it gets a bit of variety. It's different people doing each video. So last night it was me, Oscar and Jess. Today it's me and Jess. Sometimes it's just my mum. Sometimes it's mum and Oscar. Sometimes it's me and Oscar. Sometimes it's my mum and me.
It's because sometimes it's Brendan and Oscar because if you might send from the other videos, I knew it was going to be super cold. Like
It was quite cold last night. LMA Jones says, good morning from California. LMA Jones says, fake news, Jessica. Yeah, she's a propagator of fake news. Look at her, mischievous.
I'm reading this.
You're the real mischief on the farm. What are you even doing?
I'm reading.
Why do you need a stick to read?
Then I remember where I got up to.
Okay, Jess. She's a very confusing person.
I don't know why I'm closing my eyes because the sun is right in the corner.
Ah. Android says it didn't get caught because the gunpowder got wet and it didn't explode. See? I knew the Houses of Parliament didn't blow up. I was pretty sure that they were still around. Because I've seen a lot of pictures. Don't incorrect me. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of the Houses of Parliament, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have cameras back when the Guy Fawkes plot happened. Did you know that apparently the whole thing was made up by the king? So it was like some big religious war within a religion. This is what scares me. It's not even a war between religions. It's wars within a religion. Crazy. People fight over anything. Kerry Silver donated 50 stars. Kerry Silver donated 50 stars. Kerry Silver donated 50 stars. And Kerry Silver donated 50 stars. Thank you, Kerry Silver, for that 200 stars in 4 separate payments. I mean, it's one way to space it out more. It gets more attention if you get 4 yellow messages instead of 1. So thank you for that 200 stars, Kerry Silver. It means a lot. Helps us because then we get like paid for stars, and then we can use that money to help with the animals and that, buy enrichment for these guys. Because you can see they've got their base field, which is quite nice, quite big for just, I think, is that just 4 pigs? Just 4 pigs, so it's quite a nice area for them. And they have a different area in winter. So it's quite nice enough, but then, because we get donations and that, we can get enrichment. So we've got a table there, we've got lots of logs and that, we've got quite a lot of hay. You can see here it's quite high, it goes, in fact, sort of near to the top of the fence, it's about halfway up. Whereas if you look over in the back there, it's about half as high. And then you've got like a tyre back there. And then, of course, you've got this little sleeping area. I wonder if there are any more hiding in here. You can see through the cracks. No, doesn't look like there are any more in there. But we've got this nice little sleeping area which shelters them at night. There's always little bits of enrichment that just makes their lives nicer. Because there's a difference between surviving and living. By being on the farm, obviously, like, we're not a meat farm. We just keep all our animals and love them, and that we don't, like, send them off anywhere. So they are living, but well, they are surviving. But then also, we've got to put all this enrichment in because they've got to live as well. So there's no point at just being in a boring field. We had fun stuff. They have tyres that they can knock around. They have like a table they can go under. They've got this nice little shelter so they can be warm at night instead of like, they have fur, but it's still going to be quite chilly. So why not? We want to be warm. They'd want to be warm as well. We get them that little shelter. So these stars mean a lot because it helps us to buy all these little extra things so we can keep adding and make their lives better and better. That's what we've been doing. I mean, this wasn't even a field if we go back a few months. This is a new little area we've built for animals because it's that way they can be more spaced out and they can have more area for each one, which makes their lives nicer. So that's always what we're working towards. And stars and donations and that all really, really help to get that. So thank you, Kerry Silver, for them 200 stars. Crystal Griffin says it's okay. I can see it. That's good. Yeah, Oscar's poorly. Not coronavirus, don't worry, but yeah, he is poorly. Android says, will they be joining? No, they won't be. He's in sick today. Rebecca Owen says, Caden says hello. Kirsty Collis says, oh, I hope he's better soon. Jay Hutchinson says, get well soon, Oscar. Leanne Oatley says, oh no, hope Oscar's getting better soon. Yeah, I hope he gets better soon as well. I was supposed to be doing coding today, so hopefully he'll still be able to do that because that's an inside thing. He doesn't have to like come outside and that. But that's slightly worrying that might get cancelled because he was really excited for that all week. Since like Tuesday, I promised him, okay, I've set up the tutorials, I've downloaded Unity on both of our devices, I've got Blender on them, I've set up all these things, got a few tutorials backed up. Over the weekend, we were going to learn how to do some coding, which is a useful skill to have. Then he's got sick, but I think we should still be able to do that because obviously it's inside, so it isn't very taxing. Claire Bond says, tell him to get well soon. I miss him. Kerry Silver says it wouldn't let me send 200 all in one go. Sorry. No, you don't need to say sorry. It's completely fine. Still 200 stars. Yeah, Yeah, I wonder, is it like a menu where you can like choose how many stars, or is it just like send 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500? I don't really know how that works. I've never sent a star before. I'm not really a Facebooky person. Andrew Road says, hope he gets better soon. Sharon Waterhouse says, hi guys. He's gutted because he loves reptiles. LMA Jones says, hope it's nothing too serious. Oscar, get well soon, sweet. But I'm going to move to a different enclosure now because it's in the pigs for a while. I see someone else. We've got Rio, who was a bit of a star in our earlier videos, actually. We haven't really seen him so much in recent times. We've had other animals, such as Captain Tom. Hello there. Will you peck my finger if I try and stroke you? Get a bit closer and I can stroke you. Look at him. He's very friendly. And he dances. Rio, Rio. I can never get him to dance. Jess, can you get Rio to dance? Where is she? She's run away. Yeah, this is Rio. Look at him. I won't be able to chat all videos. He needs cuddles. Emma Jane sent 50 stars. Thank you for your 50 stars, Emma Jane. TBN Scott Robert Milton says, actually, guys, Guy Fawkes got caught because he wrote to his friends who were in the House of Parliament and they then told the authorities. Ooh, got differing views on how the plot worked out. I heard that someone wrote to like the king or something, basically warning them. But then people were saying, was the note actually faked? Because one of the government people, they'd been in Parliament, they'd slept like in Parliament every single night for like 3 years, and then the one night where it's going to happen, they didn't show up in Parliament. So there's a lot of theories around. Some people say it's completely fake. Some people say that it was this group of people that did it. Some people say it was another group. Some people think that they all got caught because someone betrayed them. Some people think people betrayed the House of Parliament and the government, like for Guy Fawkes. Lots of different theories. I don't know which one is the current, like, accepted one by historians, but I don't think anyone's completely certain what happened. Maybe it was aliens. Rio, what do you think? Thank you for your insightful view, Rio. We've also got ducks down here. Not sure where you can see them. Multiple layers of defence to defend us from Rio. Jade Hutchinson sent 400 stars. Oh my god. Thank you, Jade Hutchinson, for that 400 stars. That is incredible. Thank you. Thank you for that 400 stars. Really helps. Yeah, massive help. What's going on down here? We've got a lump of white fluff. Oh, that's a chicken that was sitting down. So yeah, thank you so much, Jade Hutchinson, for that 400 stars. I think we need like a leaderboard or something somewhere, or some sort of hall of fame, to credit all these people that have sent all of these stars. So yeah, thank you. Really helpful. Claire Bond says, etc. Cuddles coming this way. Shane Pollard sent 100... Whoa, what's going on? Guys, calm down. Shane Pollard sent 150 stars. Thank you, Shane Pollard, for them 150 stars. Really helps. Like I said, I won't give the whole spiel again of all the things it helps with again, but here's another example with the turkeys. They've got that little back area where they can survive, but instead of just having cramps in that little area, we've then got this bigger area where they come out in the day, where they can walk around, and they've got a tyre, and they've got some cool stuff to like peck at over there, like some uneven terrain where they can go about. And then actually, and also like that log over there, because it's like quite warm, it's quite nice, there's no customers around, and it's daytime, and often when there are customers around, we let them out. We let them roam around, because why not? So in the day, they have the entire farm with it, which they can just walk around and enjoy. It's just more examples of enrichment, and we can like have people on site to make sure they don't like get trapped in a ditch or anything because of these donations. That's what allows us to have people to make sure all the animals are kept safe and get all this. So thank you. So Shane Pollard sent 150 stars. William John Williams sent 100 stars. Thank you, William John Williams, for that 100 stars. And Samantha Blackmore sent 25 stars. Thank you, Samantha Blackmore, for them 25 stars. Well, I've had a lot of people. I think at the end I'm going to go through all the comments and then shout out everyone that sent a star again. Hopefully I remember to do that. Comment if I'm like, okay, I'm going to end the video here, guys, and then I still haven't done that, remind me that I was going to shout out all the people that have given stars this video. Rebecca Owens says, can you say hello to Caden? It's his first time watching. Hello, Caden. Leon Oatley says, Braden, have you seen your Friend Today trailer? I haven't seen him today. I'm avoiding him. 2 nights in a row I've gone in with him. And I think he might be slightly annoyed with me. So I think I'm going to stay away from that half of the farm today. Because I don't want to risk it. This guy just decided this is his place. Sure, I won't disturb you. Have fun in your little hole in the ground. Let's see, where's George? Well, actually, I wonder if the reptiles... I'll ask... Are the reptiles ready yet? Okay, let's do the reptiles then. Okay, animal staff are ready for reptile handling session. That's going to be the main event of this video. How far are we into the video, actually? Let's see, what time is it? It's 1:15, so we've got loads of time left. Buckets of time. What did I say yesterday in an English thing? I was like inches of hate, pounds of anger, or something. I properly wrote like a poetic thing, and I was quite proud of it. Samson trailer today, Leon Oatley. Lisa Rowley says, our cockatoo. Yeah, Rio is our cockatoo. Jodie Griffin says hello to Ella and Joseph from Worcester. And from Auntie Jode and Riley. Jade Hutchinson says make him dance. I tried. Later, Jessica knows how to do it. I can see her. She's over there. Jess, what are you doing? Oh, look, good little Dalmatian. Hello.
Jump! Jump!
Jess, later we're going to make Rio dance.
Should we go make him dance?
Yeah, I think she's going to do that. So I couldn't get him to do it. I can never...
George keeps growling at Bonnie.
Much better trained than our dog. If Leo was here, he'd be jumping at everything. And everyone.
Rio, Rio, jump, jump!
How did you make that noise?
Jump, 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 jump!
How did you make that noise?
Jump, 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 jump! Yay! Clever boy! Jump, 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 jump!
How do you do that?
Rio. If you want to know how to do it, tune in tomorrow. I'll teach you.
Okay, tune in tomorrow. Jade Hutchinson says make him dance. DBN Scott Milton says Rio, Rio, do, 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 do.
Rio, Rio.
How do you even make that? That's mad.
Yay!
I'm still not like
I used
convinced.
to do it in school, and then I used to be like, and look around and that, the teacher's like, who is it? Hello? Hello?
Claire Bond says, is George out?
George is out.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
I put some nice Instagram videos of George today, if you want to
Check our Instagram, Animal Farm Adventure Park, and also check our TikTok, Animal Farm Zoo, and our YouTube, Animal Farm Adventure Park.
I was in there with him today, so we've got some nice up-close videos.
Ooh.
Look
there's
at him,
George.
my dog. Watch him growl at us.
He even growls at Leo, but then Leo barks back and he backs off.
Is that George? Is it a dog? George, look.
Andrew Rhodes says the gunpowder got wet. William John Williams just sent another 100 stars. Thank you, William. A battle of wills.
Are you growling?
Thank you, William John Williams, for 100 stars. DBN Scarborough Milton says that was probably a factor too. Jade Hutchinson says, you're welcome, we love that place, we are missing you all. Thank you.
Miss you, Jade. She's one of our top members.
Jade and Jade.
Yeah.
An Animal Farm duo.
Hi, Olivia, if you're watching. Hi, Neil.
Jodie Griffin says, just want to say hello to Ella and Joseph from Worcester or Worcester or Worcester?
Worcestershire. Is that how you say it?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Is that how you say
I never would have guessed that's how you pronounce it. From Worcestershire. I know they. I'm trusting Jade here with that pronunciation.
Don't trust me.
I know they both watch you every day. Andrea Rhodes says they went back to it as it had gotten wet, at which point they were all caught with 36 barbells of gunpowder. Oh, we've always got something to nerd out about whenever I'm on. It was martial arts for a bit, and now it's the gunpowder plot. How interesting. Oh, barrels, not barbells. I thought barbells might be like an ancient measurement of, like, size, but no, it's just barrels. 36 barrels of gunpowder. How do you even get all that? Reminds me of Wildfire in Game of Thrones. George. Jade Hutchinson says we love being members. Andrew Rhodes says you didn't go out with him last night, really, did you? I went in at the cage for a bit, but I didn't want to, because it wasn't in like a normal fence. Oh, reptiles, because it wasn't a normal fence. I didn't want to stay in there for long and actually grapple with him. So I jumped in, then I jumped out, and then I just spent a while with my legs dangling over the side, but not actually in. Oscar went in for a bit longer than I did, but I didn't want to risk it. Besides, I feel bad. It's sort of going in there. I'm not sure if he's like enjoying it as a game or not. So I don't think I'll really want to.
Better, good boy.
Ooh.
There we go. Hi, breathing all right?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, have you lost a toe? Oh, yeah. That happens sometimes when they shed. It's
Do they
fine.
come back?
No, not bearded dragons, no. Basically, what happens, if their shed gets stuck on their feet, sometimes they'll actually chew their toes off.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, he's all right. He's fine. It happens in nature sometimes, especially lizards.
Chewing your toe off. That is... Animals are weird. Zoom in on that eye. Whoa.
Yeah. Nice boy, aren't you, Rex? Yeah. Good boy. Have you got any dandelions or anything? Or no? Oh, yeah, okay. I fed him this morning anyway.
This camera is so good. You can see all the tiny details on him.
Got pretty eyes.
Leanne Oatley says amazing Jade. Sarah Jones says Michael Creed. Leanne Oatley says go Rio. DBN Scott Milton says love Rio singing. Well done, Jade. Leah Harris says hi, Jade. Jade's gone now. I've got a lag behind these, so he was saying hi to Jade and she's gone.
Do you want me to go and get her?
No, I don't think. I think she'll survive without the applause of the crowd.
You're going to say hello to everybody. Hello. Right, come on. Bye. There. He's like this just because he wants something to hold on to. He's just not feeling a bit. So there we go. He's better now. Because like in the wild, you see him like sat down on rocks and...
He's confused why the tree that he's sitting on is moving. He's like, what's going on here?
I think it's because he hasn't got much sun, so give him a bit of space now so he can get the sun himself. Because that's what they do in the wild, like when they get cold, they can't regulate their body temperatures, they'll go outside and warm up, and then...
Yeah, they're cold-blooded, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And then when it gets too hot, then they'll go inside in their burrows or like hide under a tree or rock for a few hours then to cool off. And then they'll come out then later on in the evening then to warm up again.
It's weird how we call them cold-blooded and warm-blooded, even though, like, his blood in his veins won't actually be, like, cold. It's just, it's weird that we call it, like, warm-blooded and cold-blooded.
Yeah. I think it's because, obviously, warm-blooded animals, their blood is always, like...
Yeah,
for example, we're warm-blooded. We can regulate our body temperature.
I don't think endothermic and exothermic catch on as much.
No. But obviously these guys, when they're cold-blooded, they called it just because, they can't regulate it, and whatever temperature their environment is, their body temperature is going to be the same. So if it was freezing out here, shortly he would get very cold. But obviously where it's warm out, he's warm, he's fine at the minute.
That's why we don't find snakes in the Antarctic.
Nope, absolutely not. I don't think there are any reptiles in Antarctica, are there?
I wouldn't imagine so.
No, I wouldn't either.
Very, very cold. There's barely any animals in Antarctica, really.
No, you got your penguins, whales, seals, that's it, really, isn't it?
I think, maybe I'm thinking of the Arctic, but I think there might be some sort of rabbit or fox. Is it no, that would be the Arctic fox, would be in the Arctic.
Yeah, Arctic fox, yeah.
Antarctic's really bad. I heard the other day they recorded temperatures where it was like minus 75 degrees Celsius down there. And it's like if you took a few breaths, it would hemorrhage your entire body.
Really?
Like just from a few breaths, that cold.
That's mad, isn't it? definitely don't want to live there. All right, okay, good boy.
Let's read some more
He
comments.
wants to go back now.
Claire Bond asks, how old is he?
Someone else for you.
How old is he?
He's about 9 years old, so he's getting on really quickly as a dragon. Because only live about 10 to 15 years, but he's still got a bit of going in, so we're not too concerned about him at the minute.
Okay, so it's the first of our reptiles down. Possibly actually no, not my favourite one. I like the snakes. Good camera work, thank you. It says Joy Christian, good camera work. I try my best. Let's see, let's zoom in on this bowl while we're waiting for the next reptile. I think really it's more a really good camera than a good cameraman. Yeah, it is a very good camera. I quite like this. I wish my phone had a camera as good as this. My phone is this one here, which is a bit cracked, and the camera is not what it used to be. It's a second-hand 6S. Oh, you can see my reflection. Hello. How's it going? Let's see, any more comments? No? What do I do while I'm waiting? Anyone interesting in the grass? Let's see. No one in the cage. I hope that's because there's supposed to be no one in the cage and not because we've had an escape. Anything interesting going on in the grass? No. I can go selfie mode. Hello. I had a very long shower last night, so my hair is all different now. Feels very different. So that's quite cool. I quite like it. Feels like silky smooth. Of course, if you want it to all get shaved off because you absolutely hate it, an opinion that my parents would shave. Oh, this one's got all mud down its side. I wonder what he's been doing.
There we go, we got Tango out now.
Oh,
If you'd like to see Tango.
got Tango out now.
Corn snake.
Corn snake.
There we go.
I remember when we had a corn snake long time ago around when we first got to the farm. Oh, Lisa Riley just said, any snakes? Yes, we have a snake right here. How safe would it be for you to put my hand sort of near his head to stop him from going off? Would you not recommend it?
No, I wouldn't recommend it just because...
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, snakes don't really like having their faces touched. Like, where we have our, spot areas where we don't like being touched. That's, sort of their, sensitive spot that they don't like being touched. So, but the rest of the body's fine, I mean...
Yeah, I just wanted to ask to make sure.
Yeah, he probably won't go for you because he's never gone for anybody. He's so friendly.
There's no point risking it.
Yeah, there's no point in risking it, and obviously him as well. So, if he's not happy, then we're not happy, so...
Aren't the areas where humans are ticklish the areas that we used to be really vulnerable? Because that's where our main arteries are, like our armpits and that, and our necks.
Yeah, no, that's true. Actually, yeah, I think that's the reason why. That's it's like a natural reflex.
Laughing is actually supposed to be like a sign of fin. That's why when we laugh at a joke, it's because our minds are sort of lazy in a way. They basically, if you're going into a situation, for example, let's say you go to the shops every day and there are 10 aisles. When you go into the shop, your brain almost before you even see the 10 aisles knows that there's 10 aisles and it just fills them in for you. So that way you can react faster, because if you can realise that an animal is going to strike you before it even happens, that's why we get bad feelings in that. But then with the joke, you think it's going in a certain direction, why did the chicken cross the road?
You imagine the situation, don't
you envision how it's going, and then suddenly you're told that it's going in a completely different direction. Like, for example, you're here to get to the other side, and you think, oh, to get to the other side of the road, that sort of makes sense. And then you realise that actually, to get to the other side, if a chicken crosses the road, they're probably going to get hit by a car and die, as in going to the other side. And then you realise it wasn't what you thought, you realise you were wrong, and when your brain gets things wrong, that can put you in danger. You laugh because you realise, I'm in danger, I'm going to get hit by a car. Luckily, if you ask someone why the chicken crossed the road, you're not actually endangering their life. But you could trick the brain that way. And that's why we laugh. And also why we laugh when we're being tickled, because we think we're being attacked somewhere where we've got a main artery. Let's see, Justin Bauer says stunning. I'll try and get a good zoom in. Keep my distance from the head.
Quite a photogenic little snake. You had a nice bath earlier as well, so...
Oh, nice and clean.
And we bath them probably a couple of times a month, just because it helps with any loose shed when they shedded last and stuff. If it didn't come off, the warm water would sometimes help it to ease its way off, and also just sometimes it helps them how am I supposed to word it without being dirty? Excrete, basically. It helps them excrete as well, basically.
Helps them do a poo.
It encourages them to do that, basically, yeah. So that's why we do it. Obviously, it's nice to make sure like he's nice and clean as well, so he doesn't get any parasites or mites, because mites are very like prevalent in snakes and stuff like that.
Hygiene is important, so
Yeah,
any kids
definitely.
watching this, make sure you have your baths and showers.
Especially with the disease going around at the minute.
Yeah. Clean your teeth, wash your hands.
Don't touch your face.
Claire Bond says, how old? I think that's for the snake. How old is the snake?
How old is Tango? He's about 10 years old, I'm going to say. Yeah, he's about 10 years old. So.
Got a few 10 years old ones.
Yeah, he's quite an old boy now, isn't he? But they can live for about 20 years anyway, so
Okay.
he's midlife. So he's probably equivalent to about 40-year-old.
About to have a midlife crisis, buy himself a snake car. We've been asked, can the snakes go on the play equipment?
On the plate? I don't see why not. We can do that, yeah. I suppose it'll show off what he can do, because snakes are really strong animals. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's pulling the thing with him.
Anchoring himself there. But that's what they do, like when they like climb on rocks and trees and stuff like that. Their muscles like help them keep still.
And it shows how they're connected to, although I don't think corn snakes themselves are constrictors, it shows how they're connected to them, because constrictors would then use their muscles to strangle prey.
Yeah. He is actually a constrictor. Also,
Oh, is he?
Constrict their prey are called constrictors. Like, but he's a part of the colubrid family of snakes. That includes rat snakes, king snakes, milk snakes.
I didn't realise corn snakes were constrictors.
Yeah.
Huh. You learn something new every day.
And obviously, I think people sometimes get confused with the boas and like reticulated pythons, anacondas. They're like called boas and pythons, basically. There we go.
Sarah Archer says, hey everyone. Claire Bond says, how long is he?
How long is he? Let's find out. Actually, he's about 3-4 foot, I want to say.
Oh wow.
I think Claire's interest is in the reptiles, I can see. Right, let's put him. So if you stretch out, yeah, I'd say he's about 4 foot.
Oh wow.
And like that's sort of the norm for corn snakes, 4 or 5 feet usually.
You never realise how long they are when they're all curled in a ball, because you think, oh, maybe it's a foot long, maybe 2 feet long.
Yeah,
It's actually twice that.
Yeah, they don't look as big as they usually do they? Well, they usually are, I mean.
Because even you sort of stretch them out a bit, they're still a bit curved, and that can take a good bit of length off them. And so Debian Sculptor Milton says, so philosophical with Braden Breaking Bad TMG. Andrew Rhodes says, does Tang like a wash though, as many snakes don't, and it stresses them out?
That is true, actually. Some snakes don't actually like washing, but we've like sort of trained these guys to sort of have baths often, and they're used to it. I mean, they just chill there basically. But we always put a rock in the middle, so then if they do feel a little bit insecure, they can just wrap around it or just like bob above it, sort of thing.
Sounds
We
like-
wouldn't make them do it if they didn't like it, but they've been doing it for years, so.
Sounds like what my parents do with me. They've trained me to like hygiene over the many years. I remember being a little 4-year-old and being like, no, I don't want to go in the bath. I don't want to go in the bath. But I guess that's the job of parents, and to the animals, we are sort of like a second set of parents. 10 years, Lisa Rowley says Claire Bond. Lisa Rowley says, thanks, Claire Bond. Sarah Archer says, gorgeous corn snake. I know, he is very gorgeous.
He's very pretty.
Snakes are like my favourite. Ants actually are my favourite animal. Ooh,
Are they?
humans, then ants, and snakes. That's my order.
To be fair, ants are quite cool animals, to be fair. They're very, like, they have really strong, like,
Mm.
well, they're strong in, like, comparison to other animals, aren't they? Kind of, like, leaves and that.
Yeah.
And is, like, I don't know, if you say that building there, that's like picking up a building, probably.
I think it's the equivalent of a human picking up a car just on its own.
Oh,
like,
car,
if you...
is it? Oh.
But how crazy, like literally just walking along, you're like, oh, my car's run out of fuel, and you just pick it up above your head and just carry it with you.
Interesting, isn't it?
Like, it's insane. And then it's not like they just work one ant at a time, they all work as a team. It's actually a really good example of emergent behaviour, where a load of small things that don't really possess much intelligence come to all work together, and they end up showing intelligence. Like, as a colony, they can create entire sewer networks. Like, it's actually crazy how an ant colony in their nest, they'll have all these different things. They'll have areas to put like excrement in that. They'll have defense systems. They can collapse tunnels. They have areas for the brood. They're hygienic about things and make sure they wash thoroughly, because in the like deep, dark, damp areas in an ant colony, fungi can spread easily. All of these things, even though an individual ant is very unintelligent, and it's also the exact same behaviour we see in our brains, where each individual cell isn't very intelligent at all. Each neuron can't think for itself, but as a group, by all working together, they can show emergent intelligent behaviour.
That's mad, isn't it? I honestly never knew that.
So an ant colony, you can even call an ant colony its own super animal in a way, in the fact that even though the colony is made up of lots of different animals, they almost act as a single animal, which would be, if an ant colony was considered its own animal, one of the most intelligent species on the planet. Almost up there. You've sort of got human level, then you've got like dolphins and crows and higher apes, and then they'd be the level below that, which is crazy considering they're insects.
I suppose in a way all animals are intelligent, and it's just how they use it and like how they adapt to their environment, and I suppose it depends on the situations they're in as well. Like I suppose, innit?
If you base intelligence based on how well you know how to swim, then we'd call fish the smartest beings on the planet. So the reason we call ourselves the most intelligent is because we're using our own metric. We decide, oh, we're really good at inventing things. Well, the animal that can invent things the best becomes the smartest animal. Oh, funny enough, that means it's us.
Yeah, because like even people have said dolphins and elephants are more intelligent than humans and apes. So I suppose it just depends on it just depends on many things really, I suppose, doesn't it? Like elephants are probably the best at finding water in the animal kingdom. And obviously, well, because we've invented tools and stuff like that, we're like the most intelligent at like using resources. I suppose animals do use resources, to be fair.
Andrew Rhodes says half of my snakes just bathe in their big water bowls. Claire Bond says my nephew wants a ball python. Do you have one at the farm? Do we have a ball python?
No, but we used to. I haven't been here when we had Minion, but how long ago did you have Minion? Because I haven't been here that long. I never saw Minion.
I'm not sure exactly, but Oscar, I remember, really liked Minions, so it couldn't have been long ago. How long have you been here for?
Only 2 months I've been here for.
So probably like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
Within the last few years, otherwise Oscar's only 8, so you wouldn't remember Minion if it was like 5 years ago.
I mean, I would recommend a ball python as a first-time snake. Personally, I'd say the corn snakes probably, just because they are easier to feed. Like ball pythons can go off their food for ages, and they need like certain humidity levels.
So you would or you wouldn't recommend ball pythons as a beginner snake?
After corn snakes, I would say yeah.
Okay, so not really, but like intermediate snakes.
Yeah, I would say intermediate or beginner going on intermediate. I mean, if you're a bit more committed to like the humidity side of things and just okay with like it being shy and stuff, so they will curl up and they can take a bit of time to tame. Like, but then once they tame, they're really docile snakes. But I'd say corns are probably the best beginner snake, personally.
I think Andrew Rhodes says in this comment, she basically said everything that you said. Corn snakes are also the best starting beginner snake. Once you learn about snakes, ball pythons, and in brackets royal, are very picky, fussy eaters at times. And they need different heat temperatures. So, well done, Andrew Rhodes. You know your stuff. Do you have any other reptiles?
Yeah, we do. We can go get some more, actually.
Okay. I'll wait out here because the Wi-Fi doesn't work in there where the animals are. It's a Wi-Fi blackout zone. Well, that was an interesting conversation. I quite enjoyed that. Anyone else got anything interesting to say in the comments? Or do you want to like see the pigs while we're waiting? Or look in this, got some nails. It's quite cool. Make sure the animals don't eat them. That's why it's on here where the animals can't get to it. Got play equipment. That's another bit of enrichment for the animals. Even though it's actually not an animal pen, lots of animals get out and then they can play on that, or sometimes we actually bring animals out here just to play with them, make sure they're enjoying quite a lot. Oh, and Gerard says I have 15 corn snakes. That's more than we have. Wow. Well, that explains how you know so much about reptiles. I think I'm pretty sure on an earlier reptile video my mum was mentioning that we had an expert in the comments. That might have been you then. Lisa Riley says, do you have any rabbits? We do. We do have rabbits. I think I know where they are currently being kept on the farm, but I think the rabbits are a whole video just with themselves. I think, like, this is mainly a reptile video, and so we have quite a lot of rabbits, actually. And guinea pigs and rats and mice, like tame rats, not like just wild rats. Like, oh yes, on our farm we have lots of rats. Look at that one running through the grass there. I guess you could call anywhere a house as long as it's infested. Anywhere a farm if it's infested enough by that definition. But like we have tame rats. I just say tame rats. Claire Bond says, do you know how Peep is with his lip? Where is Peep? I always get people asking about Peep. I assume he'd be with the lambs over there. So we probably saw him last night and I didn't think to check. But maybe later today. I'm not sure if we're doing a third video today. Might be. If we're doing a third video, it's quite warm actually. Sky, I don't know why I'm showing the sky. Where's the sun? sun. I think the sun's there. The sun is somewhere, but I can't actually look at it to find out exactly where it is, because then I'll blind myself. But, oh hey, I wonder if we can get an animal to climb up there onto the kitchen. Maybe one of the animals can bake us some food. Hello, Piggy. Oh, we've got loads and loads of comments I didn't even want to see. Claire Bond says, yes, someone is pregnant. Andrew Rhodes says, I put pictures of all my snakes on my page. Oh, so Andrew Rhodes has a snake page as well. What are you doing? You're all covered in mud. Where did you even get this mud from? Oh, over there. There's mud there. Okay. Oh, we've got another reptile?
Yeah,
Frida.
Frida.
I see. It's Pascal's shedding. But hello, Frida. Let's see if we can zoom in.
Frida. She's a Herman's tortoise.
It's a Herman's tortoise. How old is she?
She's about 52 years old, so she's actually our oldest animal at the farm.
Oh, wow. 52 years old. It's a good bit older than me.
Yeah.
About the same age as my mum.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realise Crystal was that old.
Let's see what other comments we've got. Christine Romney says, hi, Braden. Andrew Rhodes says, Buster the 15-foot long Burmese python. Andrew Rhodes says, a yellow anaconda that doesn't like me. Tim Bond says, do you have any crested geckos? Well, he said, do you have any created geckos? But I think he meant crested. Do you have any crested geckos?
We don't have any geckos at the minute, I'm afraid.
No geckos at the minute. Mum says, where's Jess? I have no idea where Jess is. She seems to have run off.
She's in there with Amy and Jade with the dog.
Ah, I see. Well, I would go in there, but which one? The reptile one or the other one?
I think they're in that barn by there where the pigs used to be.
I'll go in there in a sec then, because I think in that area there is Wi-Fi coverage. Oh wow, this camera you can see all the details of the shell.
They've got lovely shells, because there's actually two types of Herman's tortoise. You've got the eastern Herman's tortoise and the western. The western has more of like they have more like black, dark brown on their shell, and they have like a creamy colour, but like the eastern, they have more like a yellowy sort of beigey yellow coloured shell.
So is Frida a eastern or western?
Eastern. So like in the wild, you could find her in places like Greece, Turkey, Bulgaria, Macedonia, Serbia, places like that.
So European, mainly?
Yeah, southeastern European.
Yeah, when I heard east, I thought you meant like all the way in China.
To be honest, people probably have like had them in China and they've sort of let them loose, so... But obviously there's no like proof of that, so obviously we can't really say it's true or not, but you know, people release animals all the time, don't they, unfortunately, so...
I was watching, what was it? Was it Contagion? Or I think it was Outbreak, actually. I was watching Outbreak and...
Oh, on Netflix.
Yeah, and a big problem with that's because they let a monkey out into the wild. See the Outbreak, I watched two. One was Contagion, one was Outbreak. I think the old one is called Outbreak, and that's the one I'm talking about. And it's Morgan Freeman in that. Obviously it's themes around the times, and one of the big problems was letting animals out in the wild. So if you have an animal from a completely different part of the world to where you are, and you decide you don't want it anymore, don't just let it out into the wild, because it can actually cause harm. Because you can get invasive species, especially if you have quite a few where they could mate. That's how dodos went extinct. It wasn't actually humans hunting them so much, it was all the rats that we brought on our ships, and they ate all the eggs.
That is true.
Tim Bond says crested. Claire Bond says he is near the... Oh, you have the same last name, Tim Bond and Claire Bond. Any relation, or just two completely random people with the same last name? Any relation to James Bond is the bigger question. Do you know him? Could you get me an autograph? Let's see. Oh, what have I just sat on? What's that? Something wet and brown. I'm slightly worried here.
Oh, it's not freezer poo, is it?
No, I think we've just been there. That's not the end of the world. Claire Bond says he's near the castle, I think. Well, maybe tonight in the video we can go check on Peep then. Andrew Rhodes says his lip is okay so far. We've seen him earlier. Okay, good. So his lip is okay so far. Christine Romney sent 50 stars. Thank you, Christine. Andrew Rhodes says, Andrew Rhodes says, you major aged your mum brain, lol. Oh no, I accidentally said, my mum says if Morgan really thinks I'm 52, he is fired. Yeah.
Is she watching, is she?
Yeah, I really tried to keep from laughing there, because I said about the same age as my mum, and it sounded like you completely believe that. And she's like, oh, I didn't realise she was that old.
She was younger, to be honest.
No, she's older, but I was complimenting her by saying that she was 52.
Oh, right.
Tim Bond says, any bearded dragons? We had a bearded dragon earlier. Go back early in the video, you can see we had a bearded dragon then. We have a few, actually. Lisa Rowley says... Lisa Rowley sent 200 stars. Thank you, Lisa, for that 200 stars. Really helps. What are you doing, Frida? Just going through... All this grass is higher than hers. It's like going through a forest, or a rainforest, or something, or a jungle.
She's in the grass as well, is she?
I think so. I'm not sure if she's eating the grass. She's definitely trampling it a lot, but I'm not sure if she's eating it as she goes along. She probably is.
She's probably looking for like weeds and flowers and stuff, because that's what they eat in the wild. Weeds, flowers, and maybe fallen fruit, things like that. And the odd like slug or snail.
I saw her eating like clovers or something the other day. She's going through the grass, wasn't eating any of it, and then she went to like a patch of clovers, and then she's just like munch.
Yeah, that's what they eat. Like clovers are considered a weed. They eat things like that. There's a couple, yeah. I'll give them to her, see if she eats them.
Probably she's heading to the path. She's trying to visit the pigs. So yeah, thank you for them 200 stars, Lisa. Very helpful. Shane Pollard says 53, I thought. Yeah, I'm not sure, 52, 53, around that area.
Yeah, I think she's 52. I've been told she's 52.
Maybe she's 52 then. Maybe she's aged since you were told she's 52 and she's 53 now.
She has aged.
Who knows? Maybe she's actually young for her age and she's actually 152 and we've been getting it wrong this whole time. I doubt it. I don't think they even live that long.
Probably not Hermans, no. Like the giant Galapagos tortoises and stuff like that, really big ones have been known to live to 200.
Oh, wow.
But often not that long, yeah, about 150 usually. Like Hermans, they live about between 50 to 80 years, usually.
Oh.
But usually if you hibernate them, they will live longer.
I see.
But if you don't hibernate them, generally their lifespan might be about 20, 30 years less.
Okay. Andrew Rhodes says, was a bit OMG. Tim Bond says, sent 200 stars. Thank you, Tim, for them 200 stars. I'm still wondering whether you're related to James Bond, by the way. Maybe this is to silence me. You've given me 200 stars so I don't expose your relationship with James Bond. In fact, he's actually...
Very, very quickly.
Yep.
If you need me, just give me a shout.
Will do. We can stay with Frida. Oh, she's frozen. She's like, what is this strange camera in the sky? Am I on the Truman Show? Yes, Frida, you're the star of our show. I didn't realise you were old even in tortoise years. I thought you were just old in, like, human years. But yeah, their lifespan's actually about the same as human. I always assumed they lived to about 100 on average, whereas humans live to about 80 on average, at least in this country. But apparently they're 50 to 80. So you're a bit old. But it's okay. You're young at heart. You're like my mum. She's 60. But she's still going good in her years. Kirsty Collis says, I thought you was older. Sharon Waterhouse says, you just missed one. Replying to Tim. Missed what? What did he miss? Oh, he missed a bearded dragon. And that's it. Trying to work out what's going on. You don't look it, I would say late 20s, says Claire Bond to my mum. Andrew Rhodes says, OMG, I must be 52 then. I love this, people trying to work out how old my mum is. She's in her 60s, I've already said it before. I'm sorry for exposing her, but like, the cat's out of the bag here. Claire Bond...
Just pinch, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, just look at it again very quickly.
Let's see, what other animals do we have around? Got this pig covered in mud. Oh, we've got two actually. Look here, you've got all mud on either side, and then you've got mud on one of your sides. Why would you do this? You've got all your nice, lovely fur and that, just all clean, and you just get all mud on it. Why? I know why, it's to like cool down and that. They like their mud baths. I guess it is quite hot. Don't know where the sun is. The sun's over there. I think that's the sun. Claire Bond says, yes, my husband. No, unfortunately. I think that's... yes, James Bond is my husband, but no relation to Tim Bond. That's what I'm assuming is... no, unfortunately, no relation to Tim Bond, but James Bond is Claire Bond's husband. It is confirmed. Andrew Rhodes says, which James Bond would you be referring to, Braden? What's his name? The one that was in... I've only seen like 2 James Bonds. I've seen Skyfall, and I've seen, it's not Hydra, it's, Phantom, Hydra, Ghost. What's it called? Spectre, that's it. I knew it was in that area. I said Phantom and Ghost, but Spectre. It's in Skyfall and Spectre. Are they making a new one? But then it got delayed because they were like recording in Italy, and then like COVID came. Mum says, "Bye, Morgan. Nice knowing you." I can't believe he accepted that you were older. Oh, he didn't even doubt it. Maybe he doubted it, but he just didn't want to say anything on camera. I don't know. Deviant's Corbett Milton says, haha, watch out, Brain, when you get home. I'm always watching out around Mum. You've got to be careful. I mean, she is 60-something, so in her old years, she's gone a bit senile. You've got to be careful. Andrew Rhodes says, haha, bye, Morgan, P45 for you. Andrew Rhodes said, don't worry, guys, he's not actually going to get in big trouble for saying that my mum's 60. I'll be the one that gets in trouble for that. Females are bigger than the male Herman tortoises, though. Interesting, I never knew that, Andrew Rhodes. Should come down here, an animal expert. Well, not right now, but, like, after all's said and done, like, the COVID's gone. You know, loads about animals. Tim Bond says, unfortunately, I'm not 007. You 008, the next step, even better than 007. When 007 can't do it, they call him 008, Tim Bond. Android says, count the number of rings on one of the scales on his back and then half it, and it will tell you the average age of the tortoise. Interesting. I never knew that. He's gone now. DBN Scott Milton says, Crystal is younger than me, I'm 36. I think she meant younger than double your age. It's sort of like the tortoise trick, where you've got to halve the scales to find out the age. With my mum, you've got to double the age, she says, and then you find out her true age. Andrew Rhodes says, she is my year twin. Kirsty Collis says, I would say your mum's about 32. My mum says, Brosnan for the win. Brosnan for the win? What does this mean? Claire Bond says, Tim Bond is my husband. Tim Bond is my husband. Yeah, I didn't actually think that James Bond was your husband. I assumed when you said that one of the Bonds was your husband, it was Tim, but I was joking a bit. Leonardo says, I'm 45 tomorrow, I'm feeling old. Nah, 45 isn't old. You're younger than our tortoise. Mum gave you a nice smiling. Yeah, I'm joking. My mum's not actually really old. I'm joking. Have we got any other reptiles, or have we got through them all?
Yeah, no, we've got some more, but I mean, I can always get more out if you like.
I'll check the time.
It's about 10 to 5, I think.
It's about 5 to. I think we've done about an hour of recording. Well, guys, I'm going to sign off now then. Yeah, forward-facing camera. Yeah, ungrateful her. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I love you really, Mum. Yeah, she's not really, Morgan, she's not really like 60.
I know, I was just taking the mic.
You see, Morgan knew that you weren't.
Along with it.
You see, he went along with it. Well, bye, guys. Braden TMG out. Look at my hair. I love my new hair. I had a shower yesterday, so I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed seeing the reptiles and that. Thank you. We're at 1,525 stars. That is incredible. That is a huge amount of stars. So thank you, everyone who donated. Oh, yeah, do the star thing, says Crystal Griffin. Thank you. I knew I'd forget. I'm doing that now. Shouting out to all people. Tim Bond, thank you for 200 stars. Lisa Rowley, thank you for 200 stars. Christine Romney, thank you for 50 stars. Who else gave stars? I knew I'd forget. Thank you for reminding me. Go back in the comments. William John Williams, thank you for 100 stars. Samantha Blackmore, thank you for 25 stars. William John Williams, thank you for 100 stars. Jane Pollard, thank you for 150 stars. Jade Hutchinson, thank you for 400 stars. Emma Jane, thank you for 50 stars. Jade Hutchinson, thank you for 50 stars. Kerry Silver, 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 thank you for 50 stars. And that's it. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone who watched, shared, commented, liked, all of that. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye.